All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Would you look at this beast of a knife I got here? It's a pretty cool one. Marfion made this fella, Microtech Socom Elite Signature Series. Look at this signature right over here. And I'm gonna check out the look, the sound, and the feel of this bad boy. And you know what? You can check out Fablades.com and see what is going on there. And maybe at Fablades on Instagram and see what else is going on that social media platform. But anyways, we're here to check out this fella. You get pretty much 10 centimeters long blade, which is gonna have what, 9.5 centimeters for the cutting edge and 13 centimeters for the handle. Overall, this is a big boy. 23 centimeters for this beast of a knife. I'm gonna do a quick size comparison with some Sebenza 21 large and Sebenza 21 small. Look at that, that's a beast of a knife. And it's gonna be pretty quick because I'm just gonna show you some fantastic one. This is Custom Stellaris and this is Mini Cannabis. Some fancy, some blue, you gotta see that, but still both are bigger. Smaller, sorry, than that. And I want to show you another couple fancy ones. I got a custom mini quantum and a custom division quantum bronze, just to give you an idea that this boy is a full-size knife, pretty much like the quantum right over here. But here we have this pretty cool piece, guys. Look at that. Very well made. So this guy is an inset lock. As you can see, the lock is inset in these aluminum handles, which are very, very light. There's some classic construction, classic look for this bad boy. I believe this is what? Oh, there's the date here. So 2018. So it's a relatively old build, but it's a, you know, the Socom is a very popular knife from Microtech. In this case, you have something special. You have a bronze finish on the blade and on the hardware for what it's left. And you have a very, very solid knife. Like overall, this thing in the hand just, it feels gorgeous. Like you have this thumb ramp jimped. It's perfect. I'm not sure about, I mean, this, it's gonna work if you do it like a more advanced grip. There's not like a finger choil where you can take advantage of and just do this. It's gonna cut. So you have to stay a little bit more back and just do it like this. But like that also is gonna be pretty good. You have some jimping over here, jimping on the portion to release the lock bar. You get jimping right over here. If you want to do like a reverse grip, you're gonna have some jimping right over here. So yeah, that's very grippy actually. And of course you have a little bit of jimping on the blade. So lots of jimping going on. You have these two cutouts which are showing you this underlay kind of thing. Pretty cool leather going on over here. It's it has that soft but hard feel to it, and it looks like that. You do not have standoffs. You have just the scales on the back that are protruding and touching together. You have a lanyard hole option right over here. There's a here is supposed to be like a glass breaker, which is missing in this one, but it should be here. And I mean, you can see the blade's pretty center. You get the thumb studs. You get like two. The one on the back is a little bit harder for me. The one on the front is just so easy to do. This guy, yeah, you can do it, but you gotta have to like, yeah, you see, like push it up. Yeah, no, it doesn't come out like nicely for me as the, oof, guys, this thing is just, but you just saw me missing here, like doing this, because there's not much real estate to take advantage of the jimping, at least, you know, but you gotta have to jam your finger like that and make sure you, otherwise like that, it's just not gonna work. It's very indented, but still, angle your thumb, you're gonna be able to do it, or you can just do this with the index and disengage, and you're gonna be fine. action is superb. This thing is snapping really good. You get these studs, boom, which are acting as a stop pin, because I don't really see anything on the inside to stop. You have like a stop pin right there for the blade when it's closed, so the blade, the edge is not going to touch these portions. But for the opening position, the thumb studs are going to act as a stop pin. You have a pretty, actually I wanted to see, first I wanted to show you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws to hold together, and going through these fake standoffs, let's say, faux standoff. You get 2 screws on the back here to retain the inset lock. There's a stainless steel lock face insert, which is very nicely hidden right there, screwed in from the outside with 2 screws. That's pretty cool. Actually, it's riveted, not really. No, actually, it's screwed in from this side. I still have to take this guy apart. You have a what is this? T10, T15. It's a big one, so that's good. These are a little bit tiny for the handle, but the pivot and the pocket clip is they're employing good size torques. I'm not really a fan of this tip down carry, guys. Tell me what you think. I think this should be just on this side. It looks better and it's nicer in my opinion, but still it's working. It's just right here. I like that there's a signature here. The clip is not, there's a little bit of tension, but works well. I mean, nothing too crazy. You get also the serial number right over here, the date of production, and guys, this is M390 steel. It's a chunky blade. Actually, let me see. Yeah, we got 4.8 millimeters and pretty thick behind the edge, 0.1. This is a flat grind. There's a long swedge that's going to reduce the weight. You have the talon right over here, which is catching the light, you see, nicely, based on the angle of incidence, and it's a pretty big billboarding going on the show side. M390 is a little bit subtle, and you have a sterile looking lock side, which is interesting to me. I mean, I prefer this 100% more than the Microtech with the old inscriptions. It just it's too much. This I still can handle, but what about just doing a little bit smaller right over there? A little bit more subtle would have been preferred by me, but still, it's fine. You have a little bit of, I mean, it's not like the chamfering is only happening right over here next to the jimping, not really on the spine of the blade. You have pretty much 50% belly, very, very gentle and straight edge up to the sharpening choil, very thick behind the edge. This fella is also running on bearings, and I want to just show you. This is a schwack, like loud schwack. Ooh, very, very loud. When you close it, it's kind of gentle. Tick, clack, and tick. Dual nature of the sound of this beast. It's pretty cool. It's really, really nice. Actually, I want to also check the weight for this bad boy right over here. It's not too heavy, but it's 5.17 ounces. Actually, it's kind of on the heavy side, even if the handles are aluminum. They are not skeletonized. On the inside, you have just a lot of blade. 4.8 millimeters, that's thick. Even if the swedge reduced the overall weight, still it is there. The action also is something that is there, guys. You have even a decent ball ramp. I don't know if I can show you maybe on this angle right over here. It's right there. So you don't have that hard step. It just goes kind of naturally up. And then when it's here, just a little nudge, and this guy's going to be going into the close position. So pretty good, but this is snappy. This thumb stud action is just something else. Really, really whipping out with authority. It looks good, guys. So, I mean, we have a pretty cool knife, guys, except for this tip-up carry, pocket clip. Not really a fan of that. I kind of like the handle. It's pretty comfy. There's no hot spots. It's super solid. You have these 1, 2, 3, 4 standoffs, which are extremely adding rigidity to the overall structure. There's no flex. This thing is just feels solid in the hand. You can just go and shred cardboard like a boss. The thumb studs are nicely done, so they're not gonna be too harsh on your thumb. And the detent is just dialed in. Like, this thing just flies open. It's very, very pleasant to fidget with, and your blade is center. It's running on bearings. It has a nice action. Sounds like menacing and intimidating when you whip it out, and you just, ooh, this sound is pretty crazy, guys. So overall, we have a pretty good knife. It's not perfect. It's a little bit bigger for handle to blade ratio, but the look is pretty cool.